I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your mental health more so recently than anything, right?
Yeah.
And you just seem to be doing really good. You're fucking glowing.
Thank
You just are like excited to be alive.
Yes.
You have a great faith in God. You have all this awesome stuff going on. So, how did it start? And like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what was maybe your rock bottom where you were like, I have to change?
You know what? I feel like just in my life in general, like my rock bottom, I feel like everybody reaches rock bottom, but it depends on which rock bottom you're talking about. You have some rock bottoms where it's just your mental, where you're like, okay, I just can't deal with this. And you have sometimes where it's financial. You know, it's just always these different aspects of rock bottom and like down and out. You know what I mean? So it depends on which one. But for me, my turning point was, it wasn't anything that really just happened. I just woke up and I was like, I'm done with it. I'm just done with it. I was like, I'm just done with it.
You get sick
I'm
of
just
yourself.
done with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it just became too much. And especially like if you're very intelligent and you just know and you're fully aware of like what you're doing and you know it's not right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like certain things we do, we just know, okay, this isn't really right, but I'm gonna still do it anyway.
I totally feel that where you're just like, man, I'm so sick of myself. I'm so sick of what I've been doing. And I think I had that realization back in 2022. That's kind of like when it kicked off for me. But yeah, I had been doing the wrong thing. So, but you're sober now? Is that the case?
Yep.
Okay. And how's that treating you?
Great. Way, way, way better. I feel better. Mm-hmm. I'm not like cloudy minded. I don't feel like pressured and things like that. Cause just for me, if you go somewhere, like anywhere you go, it's always alcohol. You go to a baby shower, it's alcohol. You go to the nail salon, it's alcohol. You go to a funeral, it's alcohol.
You're so right.
You wake up, it's alcohol. Oh, it's Taco Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like, what is those drinks? The little margaritas.
Yeah. But that's all anybody wants to do. Everything is based around alcohol.
It's based around alcohol, and it just sucks. Like,
is that part of the reason you stay home? Because that ends up being the reason I stay home. Because if I go out, and I don't claim sobriety, but my problem is like I don't have the ability to go have one or two drinks. Like if I'm going out, I'm there for I'm gonna get fucked up, you know?
Straight up.
And so I think that's like an important factor. So that play into that for you as well to kind of maintain where you're at?
No, not really, but it was just one of those type of things because it's always like somebody's always celebrating something. But as far as like going to the club and being around certain people, yeah, I just don't have time because we don't really have common grounds anymore.
Right.
Like when you're hanging around certain people that's doing the same thing, then we have something in common. But now that I'm waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you just getting home, we have nothing in common.
Isn't that crazy to think about that? Like that's how you were, maybe not you, but how maybe you were at one point where you were the one getting home at 6 a.m. and
6 a.m., 7 a.m., staying up. Yeah.
I felt like shit on my end because after that happened, I was just a goddamn snowblower. I was doing so much fucking cocaine. It was incredible. But I was. But I was just I was a shit dad, you know, and that's where I like looked back on. I was like, man, I gotta fix some things about me right now.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like nobody's perfect, bro. Like, and nobody's perfect, and nobody I feel like can judge you unless they want to help you come from out of it. Because people love to judge people, but yet you don't give the person like the tools to come from out of it or really get to like the deeper root of certain things. And people expect certain things from us. You get what I'm saying? That they don't even do.
Yeah.
So it's like,
What are some expectations you have for yourself now?
Just holding myself accountable for the things that I've done in my past.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like facing them and trying to just make certain things right. You know, we can't fix and like change like the past, but we can revisit it, go back and apologize to some people. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times whenever we're going through these different things, we don't realize that we're hurting people or like how we acted to where as though now we're embarrassed and we're just like, oh, I'll never talk to that person. I don't care. But at the end of the day, it's like if you can go back and you can be the bigger person, not bigger person, but the person that's like, you know what, I was dead ass wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. That right there is just alone. It just does something to your soul. Like it just heals your soul. Like I've hit so many people up like, yo, I know that this happened in the past. I wasn't really sure, certain or whatever, but I just wanted to let you know, like, hey, I do apologize sincerely. And they're like, you know what, Chai, Ange, like, I'm so happy that you reached out, and this is all I ever wanted. You know what I mean? Just to even have that, whether it's a closing chapter or like, yo, bro, I miss you, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I've been waiting for you to call me.
Yeah.
Like, I got my friend back, or I got, you know, my daughter, or however which way the person comes, however which way it go. But
and it's a mystery every time.
Yeah.
It's a mystery every time, depending on the person, right? Because
they be like,
you don't know what they're gonna say.
yeah, but you know what? 9 times out of 10, they'll be sweet, or they might say exactly how they feel, and then maybe sleep on it, and then call you and be like, hey, yo, how you doing? How's the kids?
Yeah.
Like, really get into it, just to have that open line of communication, especially if it was something that was there prior.
Was there a person you made amends with that you were like, even now to this day, you're like, wow, like, I'm so happy I took the steps I took to get to that point?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the people, first of all, the first person I'm gonna say is my mom. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like a lot of times, like, mother, daughter, we have these things to where it's like like mom, daughter, dad, son type of vibe. You get what I'm saying? Because you see so much similarities and things like that. But like, even me reaching out to my mom and just telling her, like, hey, you know what I mean? My fault for not seeing things like your way, or vice versa. Because I feel like one of the things, as I started to, you know, start to kind of push away from like family and just be on my own, it was pushing away.
Right.
And having like a mom like worry about you and act out a certain way is just different.
Yeah,
how can I explain it? Like, for example, if I haven't talked to my mom in a year and she sees me doing something on the internet, and she says something like, you better get your fucking shit together, Chyna, or I'm gonna fucking find you. That's a message to me, because I'm not talking to her.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense. And then I'll see it and I'll be like, okay, maybe I need to tighten up, or I'll ignore it. But all in all, me and her relationship is so much better now that I am sober.
How hard is that to navigate for you as you're a celebrity, but at the end of the day, you're a human, right? Like, we've sat here and chatted, just like, you're amazing. You're so fun to talk to. You're easy to talk to as well, for real.
Thanks, my guy.
Yeah. And how do you navigate that, where, you know, maybe some people see things, and whether it's true or not, or whatever it might be, is that something that's, you know, mentally pretty taxing on you?
I feel like in the beginning it was. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. The whole entire thing is taxing.
Yeah, I bet.
Only when you're not focused on what you need to be doing. Like, if I sit here and focus on exactly what I need to be doing in life, I'm not gonna worry about the outside noise.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? If I tell myself, and I have friends that's been around me, like, okay, this is what I'm focusing on, and this is what I'm gonna do. Like, I go and I set it and I do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Now, when you start doing like the negative stuff and all that, that's when it's taxing. Because it's like you're self-conscious and you're like, damn, I know I was out last night. I probably shouldn't have been around this person. And then you waiting and looking on the internet, like, I know something's going to come out. Like, it's like that.
Yeah, that
it's
sucks.
Like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have gave that person my number, because now they're going to do this, or I shouldn't text that because they're going to like try to air me out or do this and do all that. Yeah, when you're not doing the right thing, absolutely it's taxing.
It's got to be some skepticism, even accepting certain interviews, right? Like, you don't know me, but like,
yeah, and you know what?
You know,
I don't know you from a can of paint, and I will tell you this: the one person, it's a few people that I respect and that I just love dearly.
Yeah.
I can't tell you why, I just do, and this guy's one of them.
Yeah.
Hi, Tito. Give you a little shout
Tito's
out.
the man, yeah.
Tito's
For
the guy.
real.
So
Tito's the man.
He hit me up, and I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, when? I was like, all right, I'm back Saturday, and here we go. What is it? Wednesday.
Yeah.
Like,
Wednesday,
no, I didn't say who's this person,
Yeah.
because I trust that he would never do nothing or bring me any harm.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that alone, that takes like trust and things like that. And sure enough, you're cool as hell.
Yeah.
And I like meeting people for the first time, not like digging and looking, because you have like this perception or like this wall up about somebody, and it's not even that.
Yeah, you don't know. You really don't know.
Right.
Yeah, it's such a tough thing, I think, you know, but you're special because I've met many people, we've done interviews that people just think they're the fucking, the shit.
Yeah.
The cat's pajamas, baby.
Man.
And they're,
Try. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, we're having a good time. So,
yeah, we're having a blast.
let's touch on Hearts Pure real quick.
Hearts Pure.
What is Hearts Pure, and how'd you come up with it?
Okay, so I love starting like new businesses and things. So I came up with the name Hearts Pure in 2020. Right? So I didn't know what exactly I was going to put it towards. At first I was like, maybe I should do something maybe with the kids or something like that. But then I was like, no, I'm lying to myself because I don't put my kids in nothing. I'm going to bust my ass every day so that they don't have to do nothing but just be kids, right?
Of course.
I'm like, okay, so that doesn't work. So I'm like, Hearts Pure, Hearts Pure. Okay, I love animals. I'm like, animals. I'm like, everybody has a pet, a dog, a cat, a fish, something, right?
Yep.
A little monkey. Who knows, And I'm like, all right, maybe I should do like accessories for like some dogs or cats because like everybody loves their animals, like, and they're going to cash out on them. I know I do.
Of course.
And I was like, you know what? Do I really feel like doing that also? What if cats and dogs, maybe not. So I was like, you know what? Let me rewind this back to like stuff that I am dearly passionate about. And I love like hair and like glam and all that type of stuff. Because the thing about business is you can't go too far off of like what your lifestyle and your brand is because then it looks weird or look like it's a money grab or something like that.
I got it. Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? So, and it just, you'll do stuff and it'll be cool for like that moment, but then you're not going to really care about it no more. You're not going to put your all into like the business side of it. So I'm like, all right, everybody knows me for the wigs, the hair. I just got this.
Yeah,
this
you're
is my
swagging
debut.
right now.
I did this yesterday. I retweeted.
Yeah.
Wait.
I do that. Yeah, look at that. Look at Marky Mark.
No.
He's got it going on over there, dude.
Got it going on.
That's that salt and pepper, baby.
Okay.
You know.
You got to catch up, Tito. You got to catch up. But
Tito told me I looked like a Nazi earlier today with my haircut.
No. I think it looks great. What
Really? I've been called a lesbian. I've been told I look like Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, it's kind of funny though, isn't it?
No. Who said that? Who's talking about my friend? No. But I was like, all right, let me keep this like in-house. And I was like, I have my salon. Let's switch everything. Let's change everything. And that was like one of my biggest things. So I'm like, all right. I went all the way to Asia. I found a hair supply. And I went out there by myself. Like nobody wasn't scared, nervous, or nothing. I just went out there. I went out there on a plane. And even before I had went over there to Burma, they were like, oh, yeah, at the airport, they're like, yeah, we need you to fill out insurance. So in case something happens to you, I had to fill out a beneficiary and all this stuff before I even got on the plane.
Oh, someone like took you hostage or something?
Yeah, they're like, hey, so we're not gonna be responsible if something happens. So I go over there and I found the vendor.
Wild.
I'm cutting the hair off the people, you know what I mean? Because it's raw hair. I don't know if I have any in here. Oh, might be something here. I'm cutting the hair off the women. It was a great experience. I'm like walking through the facility, all this good stuff. Then I'm like, all right, I have a few days here. So I actually went to Thailand because it was like an hour flight.
Yeah.
Go to Thailand. Mind you, I didn't sign a thing to where if something happens to me, they're not responsible. I got tigers, big ass tigers on my back.
In Thailand.
In Thailand. So like at any moment, you could just, but yeah, that's that. So I came back and I was like, let me just dedicate Hearts Pure with the hair. And I was like, all right, brilliant idea. Buy a sprinter. Buy a sprinter. Like all these.
The sprinter is fucking dope.
I'm like, buy a sprinter, get the hair, go full-fledged, like put all your focus in it, like redo the shop, gut it out, and just do it now. Like, and I'm like impulsive with it. I'm like going in like da-da-da, like it needs to be all gold and black. Everything opposite of what I used to like, because before it used to be gold and white. But I mean like white, like you wouldn't even want to touch anything, right, Tito? Like you wouldn't even want to touch anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I love that when you seem to be one of those people, like when you grab onto something, it's like it's on.
Do it.
Yeah, it's on. Mm-hmm. I think that's great. And you're a mom too.
Yes.
What's your favorite part about being a parent?
My favorite part is just watching them, because they're like little mini me people without me saying it.
Yeah.
And then I love the fact that I can just have a like a conversation with them because they have a lot of common sense. And I love that about my kids. I don't have to worry about them, like when they leave and like go with their dads and stuff.
Yeah.
And common sense for me is big because a lot of people don't have common sense.
No, it's so true. It's
I'm
so
like,
true.
I'm like, and I have to look at people, and this is where my patience and Angela kicks in. And I'm like, man, did you actually think this all the way through, or did you just say it?
Right.
So then I started like researching that too. You know, a lot of people can't have conversations in their head. They just say stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of me sometimes.
Okay.
Like I'll just say things.
I feel like you think about. You can have a conversation in your head.
It depends. Like when I drink, no filter.
Get him a shot.
No, he'll tell you. You don't want that.
Get him a shot. Get him a Celsius.
He'll tell you right now.
We're gonna go running.
You don't want this.
You're
gonna literally see Roger 2.0. This is gonna be great. Actually, it's always fun. I'm not a bad time. I swear.
No, until it's not.
It's not like that.
Good.
No, it's never bad.
And I'm proud of you too. You know what I mean? I just want to take that back too, with realizing, like with your kid and things like that. You have one. I'll 7 years old, right?
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. Your story resonates with me because I'll be honest with you. And if you want me to edit this out, I will.
Yeah, let's go in.
But you had naked pictures sent out about you, and I did that to my ex, to somebody. And
All right, let me beat you up right quick. No, just kidding.
No, you should. I deserve it because like I didn't realize at that time because I was so messed up of how damaging that is. And I still to this day I fucking hate myself for that because it's just the biggest invasion of privacy and everything like that. And I think you handled it so well, right? And you did the right thing within that situation. And my situation's very similar to that.
Yeah. So did she when you did it?
Yeah.
Because it's called revenge porn.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you go to jail for it?
I got arrested, yeah. I had a real shitty 3 days, but what happened was...
Did you apologize to her?
I had a protection order against me already.
No, I mean, to this date.
I still have a protection order against me.
No, I'm saying, did you apologize?
I can't, but yes, I would love to.
So check this out. Let's do this.
Introducing Oregon Originals Hemp Sleep Gummies, your ticket to a restful night's sleep. Unwind naturally with our premium hemp-infused gummies, crafted to calm your mind and relax your body. Oregon Originals is dedicated to quality, using organic hemp and soothing botanicals for a blissful bedtime experience. Say goodbye to tossing and turning, and hello to sweet embrace of sleep. Elevate your nights with Oregon Originals Hemp Sleep Gummies, because better sleep starts with a bite. Visit OregonOriginals.com and make your nights truly dreamy. Dreamy's natural sleep secret. Use code ROGER20 for 20% off today. I personally smoke unicorn every evening when I get home. Whether it's a smooth hit of a unicorn pre-roll or eating a high-potency unicorn drop, it's the perfect way to enjoy my free time and end each and every evening.
Being a liar. Being a liar was not a good thing.
And what else?
Shit, we're going to be here all night.
Give me like 3 more. It's not funny. It's not a laughing
No,
thing.
I would say genuinely, the lying was just the biggest thing. Perpetuating lies. I would say I never cheated. That's one thing I didn't do. Not being the best dad I could have been because I was lying, right? I think that's a part of it. And then just being deceptive, about who I was or what I was doing. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot there, right?
You know what? I think I genuinely feel it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that you would sit right here and play with me.
No.
You know what I mean?
Never.
And I actually feel it in the fact that whether you keep it or you cut it, I would hope.
No, I'll keep it.
I would love for you to keep everything.
Yeah,
this is just raw and authentic. And, we do things and we do feel it afterwards. Everybody's human, and I feel like everybody do deserve a second chance, just like with whatever it is, or at least just have amends to it. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it really will mean a lot to the next person instead of just living your life, because at the end of the day, this was obviously somebody that you cared dearly about. You know what I mean? And I feel it, and I'm proud of you, because that's the first
I appreciate
step.
that.
That's the first step, as admitting it.
I think it's cool to find those people though too, because
Yeah.
I look back now, and I'm sure you're probably similar in this, is like, you kind of realize every person comes into your life maybe for a reason, right? And like on that reason, to have that accountability for the first time, right? And then I look back, of course, I'm like, wow, it sucks that now that I've made these changes, everything's going the way I want them to go.
Yeah.
Right? And like, you're like, hate that a little bit.
No,
but at the same time, I'm starting to embrace it a little bit more.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Life, we don't know how this is going to be. Not in a million years would I think I would be sitting in Heart's Pier having an interview with you.
Yeah.
Apologizing
Me neither.
with
Trust
him,
me.
having more similar and common things.
Yeah.
And we're from two different
Hell yeah.
aspects of like life. You know what I mean? But yet we have these things that in common. And you never know, like down the line, you never know how things will twist. Because it's a lot of times where people might say your name or whatever, or your name might get brought up, and then they'll defend you. You know, this person might say, you know what, I see it, maybe not to your face, but like, hey, you know, I see he's making changes after I seen the apology. Just however which way it goes.
Yeah.
You just never know. You just never know, like how life can, like, just change.
That's my favorite part about life.
I love it.
Is that you just don't know, right? Because you could just have the most amazing situations where, like, even with Tito, like, no, but seriously, you meet somebody like that, and it's just a good person to be around. It's a good person to talk to. It's a good person to have in your corner, right?
Absolutely.
And it's important to kind of have that tribe about, like, what, you know, in your life, right? People you could trust. And they're few and far between. I mean, for real, in my opinion, like, trusting people. I couldn't imagine being you and trying to trust people in any capacity, I guess, right?
Yeah, but I mean, shit, I could say the same thing about you.
For sure.
Because it's different. It's different levels and it's different tiers. You get what I'm saying? Because it's so many like just things in life. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm looking at us and we're like all different ethnicities, right? Mm-hmm. He's Mexican. Like,
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like it could be a stereotype of that, or like, okay, I'm black, angry woman. Da da da. I don't know what you are. What are
I'm
you?
Venezuelan. I'm just
What is
kidding.
that?
Just kidding.
I was gonna say Irish.
I'm fucking Irish.
I just said that, right? You heard me just say Irish.
Look at me. I look Irish.
Wait, did you just hear me say Irish? Because I looked at you, I was like, you know, you could be like Irish, you know what I mean? You know, take a little shot. I'm just saying. But it's just like all these different things, and then having us to link up and just be genuine. You can call me too, like after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're the best, for real. I mean, because that's like the best. But that's why I like doing these, because you
I
can
love
have
it.
these very real conversations.
Oh, yeah.
And with the things that you've done in your career and the changes that you've made and the things that you've been through, and then having all that shit in the public eye, it's like I always look at, like, I look at my problems and I'm like, damn, that sucks. And then, like, imagine having my fucking problems on the news, dude. You know? And
You'd be like, hey, this is crazy.
yeah, I'd be like, this is
Mom,
not.
turn on the 5 o'clock news. I'm right there running down the street naked.
My mom would be like, yo, I'm not super surprised.
Yeah. I told you I was going to make it on TV.
Yeah,
No,
I told you I
but-
was going to be famous one day.
Yeah.
So, as far as like goals go for you in like the next like 5 or 6 years, like what do you have kind of mapped out that you can tell us about for yourself?
Honestly, I'm not even going to say like certain goals and things like that. I'm going to just tell you what I'm going to stick with, and that's sobriety, working out, and the Bible. With those 3 things, I'm good. Like, and I figured out that formula, and everybody needs to figure out their formula. It's a formula to this.
Okay.
Think about like all the times where like you unlocked something to where as though it enhanced, like whether it was like your relationships or like financial things or just knowledge. It was something that you did to unlock that. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
a lot of times people forget, like, damn, how did I even get to this point? And then they don't use that same formula.
Do you reflect a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now.
That's a really great attribute.
Yeah. You got to sit back and be like, how did I get to this point? You know what I mean? Like, what did I do? You know what I mean? And you have to remember it. So for me, I'm like, all right, these 3 things right here works for me, because before I would work out, you know what I mean? Read the Bible, but I'm not being sober. Like, forget about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, or I would go sober for like 4 months and then be like, fuck this. Let me have a shot. And I'm like, damn, I got to start all the way over. You know how many
Man,
times,
for real. I know that feeling so well.
You know how many times I started over? I was like, this time I'm not starting over, because it's like one of those things like I couldn't even cheat myself because it's like I will be cheating myself and cheating myself to God and to everybody else, and I'll never be a liar. Like, for example, if I'm about to be 18 months sober, right? If a piece of liquor was to touch my lip, I literally would have to start over.
Yeah, right.
Straight up. That's just...
That's not what it is. But you know what is great is it seems like in a lot of ways too, it almost gives you like not like an anxiety, but in a way, I guess maybe an anxiety that is like, I don't want anything to do with that.
Right. I've had nightmares like where I woke up thought in my dream, like I was drinking. I would wake up like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Yeah,
Phew.
I dread the hangover now more than anything.
It's terrible.
And I still will drink. I'm not going to say I won't. I like smoking weed, though. I much prefer getting high.
Yeah.
Just because there's no hangover. But overall, I'm just a way better person when I'm sober as well. So I think you should be like, you should be good.
Try it. Like, hold yourself, like, you know what I mean, accountable for some things. Like, really, like, prove to yourself, like, hey, damn, I actually did that.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, when I do certain things before, I'm like, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? And, 12 steps. And let's go. And then it's like the people around you, like, oh, and you start screenshotting and sending it to people like, hey, look, I'm this much sober.
My God, it's a little friendly situation. I understand.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
like holding yourself accountable. Like, let me see how far I can really go.
I bet you I could go far with that kind of support. I really do.
Yeah.
I used to go, I've gone to the AA meetings and stuff. That's the 12-step app?
Yeah, so look, it's one of those things like, I can't tell you to do it. Tito can't tell you.
Yeah.
Marky Mark, it's got to be some shit where you're like, fuck this, bro. I'm going to do this because I want to do it.
Why are you not doing lifestyle podcasts with people? I don't understand. You should be fucking interviewing people. You're good at this. You're really fucking good at this.
Thanks.
She turned this whole thing around on me, guys.
Yeah, this is about...
I didn't even have to do it.
We're about to go on tour. We want to take that sprint.
We're going on fucking tour, dude.
We're going on tour.
We're going to sell out some arenas, some stadiums.
Hell yeah.
That's the dream right there, is the arena stadium situation with podcasts, right? Like live ones.
Live ones.
Right? I want to take it to that next level.
Yeah.
That's really where I want to go, is like arenas and stadiums and like have panel guests.
Yeah, you can have panel guests, you know what I'm saying? And you just got to push yourself. But before you do that, like, you got to set some goals for yourself and then knock those down.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you have to knock those down. Like,
I like the sobriety goal right off the rip. I'm a big fan.
So, yeah, we could put the 12 steps and just do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look. And then be like, damn, 1 month.
Well, that's
and
it.
then when you get to 6 months, I will sing you a cake and balloons. Or we could pop up here and celebrate here.
Oh, I'll be back here. There's no doubt.
6 months, then a year. Then you could do the year like with your family and stuff like that.
Your eyebrows look a lot better than mine, so I gotta get situated.
I just got these done.
They look great.
Thank
I'm a
you.
big eyebrow kind of guy.
Yo, I just got these done. I got them done yesterday. I was like, let me try a different person.
No, they look great. That's one of the first things I noticed: teeth and eyebrows.
Yeah.
Right. Right. If you have
Major.
bad teeth, if you look like somebody put a weed whacker in your mouth and turned it on, I cannot be around.
Man, I hate when I see like some stuff and I like in plaque and stuff like and have like these sharp nails. I'd be like, ooh, I would just get in there and just scrape that shit off.
Are you the kind of person that would tell somebody if they have something in their teeth if you didn't know them?
Absolutely.
100%.
Nose, like eyes, yes.
All right.
Like why wouldn't you?
I would, but some people are just a little too timid.
Cause it's like, man, please tell me. Cause I'm like, damn, that's embarrassing. Like you know, like later on, you like, damn, how long I've been walking around with this shit, and you start thinking back, like, damn, I literally sat in front of Chyna or Angela, and she didn't tell me I had something in my fucking teeth. I don't trust her. So she let me talk to her for a whole hour, and didn't fucking tell me.
She's smiling a lot. Do I have something in my teeth, guys?
No, not at all. But you would feel some type of way about me if I didn't, right? You'd be like, damn, why didn't she tell me?
Yeah, I would definitely.
You're like,
I would definitely wonder why.
That is wild.
For sure, I would definitely wonder why.
Like, damn. Embarrassing.
Yeah, that really would be kind of unfortunate if you wouldn't tell me that.
Sucks.
Is that like how important is fashion to you? Like when you're leaving the house, like are you always on it?
No.
No, or are you just chilling? Because this is like a pretty.
This is a lot. I was like, let me try to
wow.
fancy up.
Because this is a lot for me too, and I appreciate that. I'm usually sweatpants.
Yeah, me too. I'm always in a onesie.
Next time we do this, we should just sweatpants.
Easy.
You know what I mean?
Easy peasy.
Because it took me like 20 minutes to squeeze in these jeans. Tito let me borrow them.
How does it feel though?
It feels like it's better to look good than to feel good.
Man, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. This is our first time. Next, we're gonna be running and jogging and stuff like that, and talking about
running
sobriety.
interviews. That would be good with like a GoPro.
Yo,
What are we at time wise?
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, we're going for an hour, baby.
Yeah, we're good.
We're gonna go until.
We'll go till whatever.
Yeah, till whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. So, but wait. All right. So let me ask you this then. You're a runner. Well, you're a runner. I'd consider you a runner.
I did a 10K.
Oh, you did a 10K.
I did a 10K in New Orleans. Like I dedicated. Like I had a whole plan when I went down there to film.
Okay.
I did a 10K. I ran. A 10K is 6.2 miles.
Okay.
Right. And I ran it in 59 minutes and 7 seconds. And before the race, I was like, my goal is to finish this before an hour. And then when I looked at the time and I got like I'm like running, I'm like looking at the time, I'm like, oh my God, like my whole body started getting like greeny. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to make it. If I wouldn't have made it before that 1 hour, if it would have been like 60 minutes, like 1 hour and 1 second, that would have tore me up.
You'd have been pissed.
Would have whipped me.
Yeah, but that's so cool that you did that. You crushed that goal. 10K. I could not do a 10K right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I could. Not right now. I'd have to tune up a little bit.
Yeah, it's easier once you.
There's a six pack under this. If you didn't know.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I see it.
But, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like we can do whatever it is that we want to do in life. It's just it's a mental thing. Everything is mental, and half of the times, like, half of the shit be whatever because we're not even gonna remember it like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
You're not gonna remember it. Like, dang, you might be tripping about something, and you're like, somebody might bring it up, and like, oh fuck, I forgot about that.
What do you do to unwind? Like when you're like after like a busy day, like if you're just whatever, you're here, you're there. I mean, your phone's probably constantly ringing, right?
No, my phone doesn't ring at all.
Really? Mm-mm. Change your number and didn't give it to anybody?
No, I got the same number. I actually got like my number is like if somebody wants to like book me and stuff.
Yeah.
They could just call me directly. It's like no manager, nothing, and my phone doesn't ring.
Really?
Has it rung since we've been here?
No.
No.
Is mine? Mm-mm. No.
We're that important.
Fuck.
Damn.
I think we're in good shape though.
Yeah.
I'm in great company right now. I don't need my phone to ring.
I don't need my phone to ring either.
Do you have as far as I want to kind of go back to the kids thing because I struggle with the internet situation. Mm-hmm. And like, how are you policing that with the kids?
I don't play them type of games.
Yeah, but all right, let's hear this.
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
I ain't no TikTok. It's no Instagram. I don't even post them, like nothing.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because first of all, that's weird. Number one. Like number two is like, why do you want to see my kids? Yeah. Why do you want to see my 8-year-old little girl? Why do you want to see my 11-year-old little boy? That's kind of weird.
That's so weird.
And I get ridiculed and like, oh, you're a bad mom. You never have your kids. Da da da. And I'd be like,
they don't even know.
And then I look over and I look at King and Dream, and be like, and I look at this and I'm like, you know how bad I want to be like, bro, what the are you talking about?
Yeah.
I have my kids. I have 50-50 custody with my kids, and I just choose not to exploit them.
But you know what? But you're not an Instagram mom. The Instagram moms are the fucking worst.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, oh, come here, come take a picture. That's so uncomfortable. And then it's like one of those things to where as though you put your kids in like all these designer clothes, have their hair a certain way, to like pose so people can feel good. So you can feel good that somebody sees you with your kids, but that's fake. Like my kids, when we're at home, like we're in our regular stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, like pajamas, chilling, hair, however which way. And if we go out for King Soccer or Dream, just whatever it is that we're doing, then we'll get dressed. But I watch like a lot of kids feel like self-conscious, like certain celebrity kids because they have to have on designer stuff.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, why wear my pockets then to appease to Instagram or like certain people?
Well, and it's just weird. I think the whole concept of like even like paparazzi in any capacity is fucking weird because you just sit outside somebody's house or wherever they're at, right? and then you wait for them to come out,
Yeah.
and then it's, take pictures of the kids and all this. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And like and is that for you still like really a pain in the ass?
No, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, and this is how I feel about paparazzi. Disclaimer. Not even a disclaimer. Any celebrities that's watching this, check this out. If a paparazzi take pictures of you, do not post that on your Instagram or any of your feeds, because you want to know what's going to happen. They're going to sue you. And that's happened to me before. I got sued
Really?
for $100,000. Yes, and had to sit through mediation because a paparazzi took a picture of me. I posted it on my Instagram, and boom, copyright.
What a piece of shit.
So just take
You
that.
would think that you would get the freebie, but it's like almost like a bait and switch for that exact reason, right?
I'm like, damn, this is a different ball game. But on the flip side to paparazzi, they do keep you in the rotation in the media. And a lot of times, like the celebrity people or whatever, they're just not sitting outside your house, baby. Yeah. You're calling, hey, I'm about to be here, da-da-da.
Right.
And you could tell like the photos where it's real paparazzi ones, because you be looking crazy as hell. Like, you'd be like, no, they couldn't find another photo of me to like post, but like me like this, or like.
I'm gonna post up
You know what
outside
I
here in
mean?
the corner. But she's here. We'll see what she got her.
Oh God! And then the ones where you're like this and all like that, you're like, oh, this person called and they went through like, yeah, I like this one, I like that one, like that one. But you could tell the difference from when a celebrity calls, or if they just see you out.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you notice from like you're from DC? When did you move out to LA?
I moved to LA in 2012, but before that, I lived in Miami for 4 years.
Oh, I used to live in Boca.
Yeah, Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Did I say it right? Yeah.
Yeah. You said it on the dot. Yeah. What'd you think of Miami?
That's a really nice area.
Yeah, but I wasn't rich. I was on the poor side of Boca Raton.
Oh, okay.
And then actually, did you know Delray Beach right next to that? It's like the rehab capital of the United States.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, it'd be like that.
You
But
know?
wait, it's the rehab what?
Capital of the United States.
Maybe I need to visit those people.
They're actually, they have some great programs over there for people that are in sober living. But yeah, if you go there, you see if you drag my dad into a sober living.
Hey, Dad.
He'd be like, yeah, I agree. But yeah, I mean,
I moved there. I moved there when I was 20.
to Miami.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I moved there because I went to Johnson & Wales University.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I was supposed to originally go there right after high school, but that wasn't in my charts. So
Okay.
I started dancing, and one day I like went inside this box, and I was just going through like the papers and stuff. And I pulled out the piece of paper, and I'm like, damn, like this is what I was supposed to really be doing, going to Johnson & Wales. This was my acceptance letter. So I'm reading it, which is reading is fundamental. And I read it, and it was like, oh, this is valid for 2 years. I said, no motherfucking way. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Bro, I called my grandma, and my mom's so goddamn quick. I said, Mom, I think I could possibly go back to school.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. So I called the school. They're like, hey, yeah, if you could get down here for orientation, you could come. I said, no way. Deal. I called my grandma. She was living in Virginia at the time. I was like, Grandma, I just need you to drive to where I am, drive to my house, and I'm going to drive us all the way down to Florida and then back. I don't know why didn't I just get us a flight?
You were trying to drive. Fuck a flight.
Like a flight.
Angela ain't got no time for flights. We're driving, baby.
Yo, a flight just wasn't like, bro, I drove, I think it was like 16 or 18 hours. It was sick. I drove all the way down there, and my grandma was like, yeah, we could go as long as we stop at the south of the border. And I was like, all right, deal. Stopped at the south of the border. She got it was a back scratcher thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A little Mexican sombrero hat. And a Jesus painting of the 12 disciples.
I wish you had a picture of that.
Man, the back scratcher is what took me out. I'm like, Grandma, what are you going to do?
I forgot those existed. Yeah, you can get a couple of different good ones. They'd made plastic ones, wood ones.
Yeah, the little them plastic ones are brutal. You have scratches everywhere.
You ever seen the star massage ones? They're like stars, and they have like these little balls at the end of them. And you just need a little partner to rub it on your back, you know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's real
They got
nice.
some high-tech stuff.
Yeah, no,
Listen,
it's good.
high-tech
It was from like 10 or 15 years ago. Somebody bought me that.
Yeah. But I mean, like, as far as like going back to what you said, like 5 to 10 years, I'm doing every day, just letting God lead me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I used to try to like, try to figure it out or like try to plan certain things out. It never goes that way.
No, it doesn't.
It never goes that way. It's like, dude, only thing I could do is just focus on like the now and just try to be like the best person I could possibly be.
Do you love being in LA, or do you ever have the intention tend to move? Because I keep noticing, and I don't know, it's my algorithm on some of the shit, but, and I never read into too much of it, but like everybody says people are leaving LA. And so I was kind of curious on your end, like, do you ever intend to leave LA, or do you like it here?
No, you know what? People leave LA because they can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's so high to live here.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's super expensive to live here, but I'm never going to leave because my kids are here.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. See, that's why I go back to Cleveland every 2 weeks. We split custody, so I'm always back. You know, you don't want to miss the time.
No, you can't, yeah.
Could you imagine being a deadbeat dad? All you deadbeat dads, you suck.
Yeah, it's terrible because, like, you just have this little bit of time, you know what I mean, to, like, really shape this little person's life and just give them, like, that undivided attention.
Yeah.
It's just, like, a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It's going to go by so fast. 17 years is going to go by fast. And then you have, like, the rest of your life and the rest of their life, you know what I mean? And they're going to buy from how you treated them. Imagine, like, seeing your kid grow up and be super successful and they don't talk to you or like vibe with you. What is it? Who was that that director dude? Tarantino or something?
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I think he said, I don't want to be wrong, but it was like his people didn't believe in him, and they're like, he's like, well, y'all not getting $1 of my money. I could be wrong too.
Oh, I'll find out 100% who that is. But yes, I have heard
something like that. It's just a lot of people like that.
There was Bill Gates did that kind of shit too with his kids. With his kids, they don't get anything. I think that's kind of bullshit. I mean, like 10 million is 10 million. I'm not, listen, you know, somebody handed me $10 million, I'm not going to say no.
Right.
But if your dad was worth that much, I'd be like, just give me $1 billion. Don't be a dick. Just a quick B.
You know what it is too? It's like one of those things with the generational quote unquote wealth and all this stuff, right? So say, for example, I hustle, and I just give my kids everything, right?
Okay.
So what happens is they don't never understand hustle. They don't understand the mentality. They're not going to really stand on business and stand on two feet because everything was given.
I agree with that. Okay,
so
I agree with that.
So what happens is they get everything, like King and Dream gets everything, but then their kids are going to have to do what? Hustle and grind because they never seen it. Or they're not going to know.
There's like a saying that goes along with that. It's like, yeah, it's like,
it's going to skip every cycle. You know what I mean? If you do it like that, it can't be done like that.
See, and that's what I try to instill stuff within my son on like shit he should be doing the right way. And I try to make sure that like when he's watching YouTube and stuff like that, I limit it. And then I try to like have that open dialogue of like, hey, this is fake. This is not real. Like, this is what this is.
Yeah.
And he doesn't fucking understand 100% of it.
You know what?
You know,
they
but
do.
Do you think he understands more than I'm giving him credit for?
Yeah.
I believe it. Mm-hmm. I believe it.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that something
really
now?
Different.
Is that something now, like internet wise, for you? Is like, do you do a lot? Are you on social media a lot still, or are you kind of dialed back on that with your sobriety and all that stuff you have going on?
I'm on it. Of course I scroll. Like, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm finding myself scrolling. Let me go find something else better to do.
Everybody gets caught scrolling. Did you think
someone
hacked your shit the other day when you couldn't get into it?
You know what?
I fucking did.
When that was happening, I think I was busy. I don't know what I was doing, but then I seen everybody talking about it. I was like, oh, I probably would have felt the same way, but I didn't. I missed that little window. I was like, oh, no.
No, not at all. So, where's your favorite place you've ever traveled to? I wanted to ask you this.
Favorite place I ever traveled to.
Or top 3, because you probably got a couple that you've gone to that are pretty good.
I would have to say Cuba.
Okay.
Cuba, because first of all, it was very hard to get into.
I was going to say, how'd you get into Cuba?
Exactly.
Well done. Well done. Kudos to you.
No, listen, we're
going to find out how to get into Cuba on the next episode.
Yeah. I got in and I got over there. It was crazy. So I got in, I got over there. And I stayed at this house, right? And the house was cool. And one day I kind of stayed up late. And the people that I was renting the house from, like, I thought that they were leaving. Whole time,
Oh, they were chilling.
they were going underneath the house.
What?
Bruh.
What? Did you didn't know?
No. So look, I'm like, hold on, that's the guy. So I like, I'm way too in it. I'm up, it's super late. So now I see him like go out and like around the back, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I start following him. And I'm like, hey, where you going, dude? So he showed me, and it was like rooms underneath, but it's so poor over there. It's so poor. And when he showed me the room that he was staying in, it was like clothes stacked up, a mattress. It was terrible living. But they were like preparing food in the morning, and I was like, why is this food like kind of like spoiled, like it's kind of like not all the way fresh.
Like it was sitting under the house.
Right. So like even the food supply there was like really scarce. It was different. It was definitely an experience for me. But it was one of the best times that I had because it like opened up my eyes because these countries are super poor over there. So it just makes you like appreciate and like look at certain situations different, and I practice gratitude a lot. Like I thank God all the time, and I even make lists, like my grateful list.
I like that.
Like
Grateful list.
My grateful list about like hot water, like just even running water, just anything you could possibly think of. You know what I mean? Like my house, my kids, my health, just certain things like my fingers, my arms. Like I'll just literally just go in and make a list until like, okay, I'm done.
I love that. So it's
I'll show you how I do it.
It's kind of like a day-to-day thing for you. Kind of like a.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Because you could be like, man, like we have no idea because we. As like just people, I feel like Americans, we complain a lot.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I mean? Just like, oh, it's raining. Like, dude, some places where it's no rain to where as though people can't even get crops or just something. It's somewhere else where it's no rain where it needs to be.
I mean,
rain.
like look in Africa.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? It's just all these different things that we just have to be really grateful like every day, straight up.
Yeah, and I get that.
Yeah.
I think it's like the gratitude thing. I think is really big, and I think it's like. Because I think that within the last year or so, I think my favorite thing is the relationships I built.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like a fun space to occupy.
Introducing Oregon Originals Hemp Sleep Gummies, your ticket to a restful night's sleep. Unwind naturally with our premium hemp-infused gummies, crafted to calm your mind and relax your body. Oregon Originals is dedicated to quality, using organic hemp and soothing botanicals for a blissful bedtime experience. Say goodbye to tossing and turning, and hello to sweet embrace of sleep. Elevate your nights with Oregon Originals Hemp Sleep Gummies, because better sleep starts with a bite. Visit OregonOriginals.com and make your nights truly dreamy. Dreamy's natural sleep secret. Use code ROGER20 for 20% off today. I personally smoke unicorn every evening when I get home. Whether it's a smooth hit of a unicorn pre-roll or eating a high-potency unicorn drop, it's the perfect way to enjoy my free time and end each and every evening.
Right.
Because then you're like, oh, I value this relationship. I want to pour more into that, right? Mm-hmm. As a friend or whatever it can be. For you, is that part of it too? Like your relationships with friends and family and stuff like that? And
Absolutely.
They're super important just to have those rocks in your life, right?
Yeah, for sure. And especially like if anytime like somebody want to do something like involving like business stuff or whatever, I'm like always down. Like I'm always in like 100% to like say like an idea, and I'm like, all right, well, what's the names? And I'll start looking up the GoDaddy to see if the website is available or like the name, and just like just trying to do the back end, because people, they'll come up with ideas but they don't really know where to start.
See, you are a fucking go-getter. I'm telling you. Like, you are.
I'm like, what is it?
Because you're the kind of person that you're like,
Yeah.
You're the kind of person you meet out and about, right? Like, and then, but you're following up in the morning. You're kind of like me in that. Yeah. Cause I could see that. Yeah. I could totally see you being a go-getter on the business side of things too.
We got to go get it.
What is your, has there been like a business goal by any chance, or like maybe a new thing that you've thought about starting down the road, or like maybe a dream that you have as far as that goes?
Yeah, I feel like exactly what we're doing now, like talking and speaking, because for years I never used to talk.
Why?
I don't know.
Really?
I just never was like talkative. Like if you try to look up interviews of me, I came out in 2008.
I watched and
came
listened
out
to
in
a couple.
I came out in 2008. I just started doing interviews. I never used to do interviews. I think when I really started doing them, maybe 2021, 22.
See, but I like how you were having a conversation.
I'm not. Yeah.
People just want to pound people with questions, and then some people end up asking stupid shit. But yeah, like you are such like a you're just a vibe. You're a happy vibe, right? And so, with that being said, like you should start a podcast, literally.
Thank you.
Because you could just give advice, even, right? You could just sit here by yourself and fucking
I'm
do it.
so down, and I feel like, just all through the ups and the downs, like in my career, and just like having things be front street.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it gives people that insight of, hey, like, bro, I was there at one point and I came out of it. So like maybe you should listen to me because I might could tell you something and lead you in the right direction.
I think you probably have some amazing tools to use.
Yeah.
And I think also, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they probably were also developed because you're like, everybody's like, I keep going back to this, I know everybody, but I like think it's incredible for you to be able to deal with the issues you've had to deal with in the public eye.
Yeah.
And you're out here coming on the other side going, you know what, in some capacity here I was wrong and I changed. And wait a second, I'm grateful for all of these things. And wait, I'm doing the great things in my business. I'm sober.
Yes.
Like, how can you ask for more than that, right?
Can't.
And you're just, and like, that's the vibe that you just are right now.
Yeah.
And I think everybody also has noticed as they grow up that the people that you surround yourself with, you become kind of, part of them, or, you know what I mean? Their mindset becomes a part of you.
Yeah, because it's like something's going to rub off, especially if you're like kind of in that space where you might think about it and then you find like people that's like-minded.
Yeah.
That are like hold you accountable, like, oh, okay, wow. So even with you saying like certain keywords, and we take these things and we put it in the back of our mind, like even when you keep saying, you should start a podcast. So like that's stimulating some part of what I was telling you. I was like, hey, I started it.
Yeah.
But it's like we don't have that confidence until like you be around people like, hey, like to give you that push.
Yo.
Or be like, you know what, go do that. Go do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
you're
it comes
so good
from
at
like
speaking.
different people.
Yeah, you're so good at speaking. And you're pretty. And yeah, I'm serious because that's what people want. And they want experience though too, right?
Yeah, for
How
sure.
many people have you gone online and you've seen them talking about like all these I got this one kid, I won't say his name.
Yeah.
I fucking want to say his name, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Bleep, bleep, no.
Bleep. But he like puts all this like motivational shit, like work hard, ba da da da, and this dude is doing nothing except making those videos.
Yeah.
That's it. And I mean, he's broke, like, and he's been like this for a while. He's kind of a complainer, stuff like that. And all I'm thinking to myself is like, everybody that I've met that's like a doer is not doing this.
No, because it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird,
Well,
right?
it's just weird. That's just weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Because I think you just come from a very different place of experience on that. And I think
It's
that
like,
would be...
that's weird. You know what I mean? No. It's one of those things to where it's like, okay, you're telling people to go and work harder, but you're still yet not giving them the tools.
No.
Work harder, da-da-da-da-da. But while you're working hard, if y'all want to focus in on this, go to this website to, you know what I mean? You have to redirect that energy.
Well, it's like kids too
help.
for that. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
see they're gonna do what they see, not what you tell them to do.
Exactly.
Right? And so, and that just kind of goes back to it. Like, I'll roll up into Nashville and show up to the house at 3 a.m. and Tito's wide awake, but Tito's working.
Right.
Right? And then you get to be around that kind of stuff, right? Or we get to roll up here. It's Wednesday, right? And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you taking the time. But it's
Thank
Wednesday
you.
night. You could be at home with your family. You could be doing all these other bazillion other things. You decide to come here with me.
No, I feel good. I feel great.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
I
love
feel
that.
great. Tito, why are you working at 3 a.m.? Where's my songs at? No, I was kidding.
You
know
should. You gotta
Yeah.
hear his music that he's been doing.
I would love to.
I'm serious. He's been a fucking king about it. What are we at right now?
Where are we at? Ooh, I gotta pee.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. That was great. You were gonna have some great clips out of you.
Yeah.
You are like so dialed in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. That's what I want to give her.
What?
It's from Mr. Matt Fields. Knew I was coming out here, and
Mr. Matt? What? Let's
He
see.
wanted to give you,
Ooh.
as part of the Aura Watch company,
Oh my goodness.
he got you a little something, something. I believe that's the new style band he got you, too.
Let's see.
yeah,
Let's
it's
see. I'm
all-
gonna give my honest.
Yeah, let's see what it is.
Matt
Swag, baby.
Matt, don't let me down now. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. What? And you know what? And on Wednesdays we do what? We wear pink.
Wednesdays we wear pink.
No, this is dope. This is like crazy.
Yeah, that's a watch company he's doing now, and it's just they got all kinds of
proud
great
of him.
stuff. He's got
Dang, this is nice.
we're swagging right now. We've all got our Aura watches on. Here, let me. You got it?
Got it. And you know what? This is. Oh yeah, I got it. Wow. Can you set it for me?
Got you.
And you know what? Earlier we talked about this. We were like, I didn't have a watch. That's what I was saying. Remember earlier? Thank you. I'm gonna wear this right now.
What time is my phone?
And I love that it's the
8:16.
rubber thing because I get to wear it like when I'm running and stuff. And
Yeah, the running is big.
I just literally said I wanted to start wearing pink more. I just was like, okay, that's just a friendly color.
What day is today?
Today's Wednesday.
If I go backwards, it won't go backwards. Well, I gotta go forwards. Obviously.
This has been great. Oof. I kind of like your watch too. Give
You're
it
the
up.
sweetest. You can have it.
Give it up. That black and gold is kind of crazy. Let me see.
Here.
Dang.
Take it.
No, what are you gonna wear?
I've got another watch at home, and I'll just have Matt send me another one.
It's a good day today. How do you make it? Wow. Dang.
Yeah, you're
I
swagging. Yeah, keep it. That's
No,
hot.
this is
That's
all.
hot.
No, this is kind of crazy.
I love it.
I have to give y'all one of my cases. Maybe you could put like some of your important things in it, like an important book. I have, you know what? I know
I'm gonna be here. Let's see. We don't need anything.
Where
from
did you just pull that out from?
What?
I appreciate
Get
you.
it. Switch.
Thank you.
Take the links out for her before you leave.
Off camera, sir, please. Stay off the camera.
Yeah.
Keep us.
No one wants to look at you, Grandma.
Tito, I appreciate everybody in this room, and
Yeah,
you know
you're the
this,
shit for real. Like
Yeah.
that was so much fun.
Yeah,
Like I just like that kind of stuff. That's the kind of conversations I want. Not
yeah,
like
just
shit.
vibey stuff.
Yeah, because like, yo,
Are we closing out?
yeah, we're just chilling right now.
Hey, yo, you know what? But we still rolling though, right?
Yeah, we're still rolling. Yeah,
All
we're
right,
still
guess
rolling.
what? We still rolling. They're rolling. I'm gonna use the restroom, but keep the cameras going.
We're rolling.
Thank you.
You're good. You're the best.